All right, beautiful people, go ahead and get started in a child's pose, bringing your big toes together to touch. And your knees can be wide on the mat or they can be together. Your chest falls down towards the earth and your fingers creep out towards the edges of your mat, extending long through your spine and getting a nice juicy stretch. Take a few deep breaths here, allowing your inhale to puff up the back of your body, pressing your belly open and wide towards the earth or your thighs, and then allowing your exhales to surrender you a little bit closer to ease. Noticing any sensations that arise for you here. And as you're ready, we'll make some movements gently. Crawling our hands towards the left side of our mat, we'll inhale to reach, stretching out our right side body. Imagining that your right hip is still remaining kissing your right heel. So it's a sensation of groundedness through your right hip and out through your fingertips as you get a nice side body stretch. And slowly walking your hands over towards the center. And take a big inhale to crawl hands towards the right side of your mat. Sitting back on your left heel a little bit deeper and almost actively curling your left hip back and down. So it's this attempt to create more space between your left hip and your left ribs, opening up there, and also between your left ribs and your left shoulder and your fingertips, all while maintaining some length through your right side body. So breathe here, relaxing your breath towards the base of your spine. Beautiful. Slowly walk your hands back towards the center of your mat. We'll give ourselves a tricep stretch, bringing your hands, palms together like a prayer, bending your elbows. Maybe you scoot your elbows out a little bit further and you bend your arms so that your hands either go straight up towards the sky or back towards your neck. If this feels yummy or you want a different sensation, you can pause and get blocks to put underneath of your elbows to lift up your armpits just a little bit more, but no worries if not. Take a few deep breaths wherever you decide to be in this moment. Relaxing your hands back out in front of you, and if you did grab those blocks, just set them to the side. You can slowly sit back onto your heels, hand palm your way back to your shins. So now you're sitting on your heels, your thighs and calves meeting. You can sort of sway your upper body side to side like you're a grass in the wind or a kelp in the ocean. Finding your center, pausing here. Take a big breath as you inhale to sit up a little bit taller, almost as if you're weightless lifting away from the earth in that sensation. And as you exhale, roll your shoulders down the body, creating space for your neck. Inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your chin towards your chest. Beautiful. Find length through the back of your neck, and imagine the back of your head is pressing up towards the sky. Nice. Your next exhale will draw your left ear towards your left shoulder. Perhaps you reach your right fingertips on a diagonal out by your side. You can also take your left fingertips and just as a sensational point, place them gently on your temple. It might feel nice to nod your head here, lifting your chin up in space and then lowering your chin back towards the earth. It's moving slow. Really beautiful with your breath, just tapping into your body. I am safe in my body here. You can inhale, rise your neck back to center. And as you exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Again, you can take your right hand out towards your right side on a diagonal, bringing your left fingers to your left hand out on a diagonal, and your right fingers towards your temple. Take a deep breath here. You can begin to nod if that feels all right. We can find stillness. And slowly inhale, come back to center, and we'll look towards the left. Just look over your left shoulder. Inhale to center and use your exhale to look towards your right side. Inhale to center and we'll look down in space. Inhale and look up as you exhale. Lift your chin. Again, we'll inhale, center. Look to your left. Maybe your gaze goes a little further. Inhale, center. And exhale, look to your right. Your gaze back behind you. Inhale, center. Chin down, look down. Inhale to lift your head, center. And exhale, lift your chin up in space. Imagine you are floating away from your body with your head. You're still connected. Inhale, come back to center and pause for one moment. Nice. Let's go ahead and roll our booties off of our heels and extend your legs straight out in front of you, coming into a staff position, placing your hands down by your sides and firmly opening your fingertips so that you have a nice wide hand. Press your shoulders down and imagine that you're going to float away from the earth because you're pressing down so much. Flex your toes back towards your face, and you can have as much bend in those knees as you'd like to. Take a deep breath here. You're active, you're feeling super strong, and then relax your muscles just a little bit. We'll inhale, reach arms overhead. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Exhale, forward fold. Find yourself coming down into this sensation to lengthen out through your back. Now, notice what's going on in your body. If you see that you have, or feel rather, that your low back feels a little pinchy or it feels extra rounded, you can even take your hand back there and notice, does this feel very rounded? Then I encourage you to back off and come back a little bit more lifted. The idea here for our forward fold is that we're hinging from our hips. What it means is that we have this nice triangular sacrum on our low back, right by our booty. And what we want is that to stay nice and parallel, straight as we can, okay? You are hinging at your hips, so you're sending your tailbone back. It's almost if you want to like create a booty bump behind you. And you imagine that somebody's pulling your booty away from you, and almost like your thighs and your belly could meet here. And then once you find that really nice flat lower back, if you'd like to, is where you can drop your chin towards your chest and find a more rounded sense in your upper back. We do this because we want to protect the integrity of our low back. Sometimes that rounded sense will put a lot of pressure, and this is where we find injuries happening for our low back. So we've been in our forward fold for a moment here. So let's go ahead and slowly, you can rise with a flat back or one vertebrae at a time. Inhale to roll or rise all the way back up to your staff pose. And as you exhale, let's bring our legs into a mermaid sit. Your left leg will go in front of you and your right leg goes out to the side. So left leg has a parallel bend with the front of your mat, your shin lining up with your mat. You're creating almost a 90-degree angle with your left leg and a 90-degree angle with your right leg, where your right knee and your left arch or heel of your foot are meeting. Kind of looks like a Z in my mind. Take a deep breath here. And as you're ready, exhale your left arm down towards the earth. Nice. Your inhale will lift your right arm high, and you can walk your left arm over, perhaps melting onto your forearm. Nice. And I love to swim my right arm up and down here. So inhale to roll your chest towards the sky. And as you exhale, roll your chest back towards the earth. So you're opening up through the front of your heart and your chest. And as you exhale, you're rolling your shoulder forward and you're getting a nice twist in your lower back. You inhale to roll open. And as you exhale to roll towards the earth, pause here, keeping this nice twisting sensation. Take a deep breath and relax your neck. Nice. Really beautiful here. Cool. Your next inhale, you can lift your right arm back up in space and sit all the way up into this mermaid-like space. We'll do a little bit of hip mobility, imagining with your left foot. So you're going to lean your left knee down in space as much as you can, and you want to have the sensation that your left heel can reach up. So it's a really intense space to activate through our hip flexor and our left leg. Nice deep breath here, and relax your body. And then keeping our feet where they are, we're going to slowly roll towards your right side. Roll onto your feet, lift your knees up towards the ceiling. You can use your hands for this if you'd like to. And then roll back towards behind you, dropping your left knee internally and your right knee externally. Nice. Inhale, roll back through, lifting your knees. And as you exhale, roll back to front. Nice. One more time. Lift your knees up. Inhaling, roll back to the back. And exhaling, come back to the front. Cool. Take your right leg and we will thread it over top of your left thigh. If you'd like to, if this feels a little stiff in your left leg, you can straighten out your left leg. We'll take a twist here, inhaling our body nice and long, and then hugging your right knee with your left arm, looking back over your right shoulder. Take a couple deep breaths here. Really beautiful, y'all. Perhaps your gaze goes a little bit further as you exhale, twisting over your right side, but not yanking or pulling too hard, and reminding yourself to breathe. So I really want you to feel your breath expanding through your low belly into your leg here. Notice the compression. How does this feel to breathe? Let yourself sigh it out anytime that you want to. Maybe that feels really good. One more big breath here. And slowly exhale to unwind, return to your center. We'll swap our mermaid legs. So your left leg will come now to your left side, down beside you, and your right leg will be 90 degrees, shin parallel with the front of your mat. You look kind of like a Z sit. Nice. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, take your right arm down to the earth. Inhaling, your left arm reaches up. You can crawl your right fingers away, maybe coming onto your right forearm. And you have that option to stay steady in this pose. Or you can open your shape up and breathe here as you inhale to roll your left shoulder up and open your chest, and your gaze can look towards the sky. And as you exhale, you fold towards the earth, letting yourself melt into this twisting sensation. Inhaling to open up. And exhaling to close towards the earth. Nice. Go really slow here, moving as if you're moving through water. You're swimming your arms. The next time that you exhale towards the earth, pause there. Beautiful. Take a deep breath here. Let your head, neck, and shoulders sort of relax. Nice. Breathe into this twist. Perhaps feel the sensation of your right rib cage pulling back and your left rib cage pulling forward so that you're spiraling around your spine. Nice. Press into your right hand. Slowly inhale, rise all the way back up to your seat. And let yourself melt and settle into your exhale. We'll go to some hip mobility space. Your right heel is going to imagine floating away from the earth. So press down through your right knee. This is a lot of intensity. You're going to imagine lifting through your right heel, breathing here, and then slowly relaxing all of your muscles, taking a breath. And we'll sort of do that 90-90 windshield wiping kind of space where we're rolling this time towards our left side. As you inhale, you can come up onto your feet. Your feet stay planted. You can use your hands for this if you'd like to. Your knees lift towards the sky. You roll back behind you. Exhaling. Then inhale, lift your knees up high and settle at the front of your mat for an exhale. Don't rush this. Take your time. Go slow. If you feel like, oh, this is really intense, perhaps sitting up on a block might feel really nice as well. Nice. Go one more big time. And the next time you arrive at the front of your mat, we'll take your left foot and step it over your right thigh, going for that twisting space. If you'd like to, you can extend out your right leg long, giving yourself a little shake there. We'll take an inhale, and as you exhale, twisting towards your left side, giving yourself a big hug with your right arm. Nice, y'all. A couple of breaths here, and I want you to focus on the compression and see if you can expand your rib cage in all directions, expanding the back of your heart and pressing your belly into your thigh as you inhale really nice, deep and full breaths. Beautiful. Super beautiful. The next time that you exhale, unwind and come back to center. And you can shake out both legs, kind of patting them on the earth, giving a little wiggle there. We'll take our legs back behind us, finding our tabletop position. Tabletop, knees underneath of your hips, wrists and shoulders in alignment. And we'll move here from side to side with our hips, dropping them over like you're a ticking, talking clock or a little pendulum. You can find some sways with your shoulders, perhaps bending one arm and the other arm, maybe making a C-like shape with your body. Beautiful. And coming back to center, we'll make smiles and rainbows. We love it, smiles and rainbows. Those are our cats and cows. You'll inhale, press through your hands, lift your heart and lift your gaze slightly. Your tailbone lifts up like a big arch. And as you exhale, you'll round your back, stretching out like a really beautiful cat here. Inhale through your cow, lift your tailbone and articulate through your spine so you get this nice smiling curve. And as you exhale, press into the earth, press into your knees, press into your shins, press away. Inhale to roll forward. And exhale to roll backwards. He's coming to a neutral spine. Take an inhale here. Drop yourself into a big circle. Heels and booty meet towards the left side. So you're dropping your hips down and then rolling around towards the right. Inhale, come back towards your tabletop. You can even press your hips forward a little bit. And then exhale, roll back towards your left heels, rolling through center. Inhale towards your right wrist. And continue making a big counterclockwise circle with your hips dancing in any way with this motion that feels good. Nice. Taking one more big inhale to come back through center, pausing slightly, and then exhale to the right side, dropping your booty down towards your heels. And this motion can be as wide-ranging as you'd like it to be, or it can be as small of a circle as you'd like it to be. Just activating through your hips, wiggling out through your spine, giving our wrists some pressure. We'll be on our wrists a little bit. Nice, big breaths. Beautiful. And the next time that you inhale, come back to your neutral spine. Tuck your toes in, and we'll slowly exhale. Draw your knees an inch off the mat. So we're hovering your knees here. Nice. Imagine that you're squeezing like a beach ball between your legs. Deep breath here. Your shins are parallel with the earth. You're pressing strongly through your hands, almost as if you want to puff up the back of your heart. Nice, y'all. As you exhale, curl your belly button towards your spine a little bit more, pulling in and activating our core. Inhale, big breath. And downward facing dog as you exhale. Lift your hips high. You can pedal out your legs, one knee bending and then the other knee bending. Perhaps you rotate your shoulders, one shoulder back and then the other shoulder back, sort of finding any sense of wiggle that feels good in your body. Nice. Coming back to a sense of stillness. Bend your knees slightly, tuck your tailbone a little bit higher. That sacrum space we talked about earlier, you want to feel as if you have a beautiful slide, like a perfect little diagonal going down from the tip top of your hips to your fingertips. And of course, perfection is never attainable. That's just because we're human beings, but perhaps it's that sense of, oh my goodness, I have the longest spine. I'm so far away. I'm so lifted. And it feels delightful and joyful in your body here. And now downward facing dog is a strong pose. We're using a lot of muscles in our upper body, in our core, in our legs to hold us up here. So take one more big breath. Press your chest back towards your thighs as you exhale. And then slowly you can inhale, step 1 foot at a time all the way up to the top of your mat between your hands, bending your knees and exhaling to forward fold over your thighs. Let the crown of your head, the very tip top of your head, hang down towards the earth. Nice, y'all. If you'd like to grab opposite hand to opposite elbow, swaying side to side, you totally can. Take a deep breath here. Nice. Relax your arms back towards the earth, and we'll bring them to your shins or to your thighs as you inhale. Halfway lift. Find length. Imagine your booty is going back in space, your tailbone is flat, and your sits bones are reaching behind you. The crown of your head is reaching out far away, and you have a nice flat tabletop back. Breathe here for a moment. Activate your core. Feel yourself lifted up. Inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold back over your thighs. Let your head be heavy. Sway your body down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Sway your body down. Now bend your knees, and either with a flat back or one vertebrae at a time, roll your body or like all the way lifted to standing. You can reach your arms up overhead when you arrive. Take your time stacking your vertebrae on top of one another. And find your Tadasana. It's our mountain pose where we roll our shoulders down and open through our collarbone. Pinky fingers towards your thighs, your palms face open. We have a nice hip width distance stance activated through your toes, the ball of your foot, the arches, the heels, the sides of your feet. You're feeling super grounded here. And if you're not, take a deep breath and imagine that sensation. I am grounded. I feel balanced. I am rooted. I am strong. I am beautiful. Love it. Inhale, reach your hands up overhead. And as you exhale, sit back to a chair. Sit down in space. A lot of pressure through your heels, but almost equal pressure through all intensities of your feet. Your knees can squeeze as if you're squeezing that beach block there. I will say I love to have my chair with hip width distance, knees and feet. If you'd like to bring your knees together, bring your toes together. Bring your feet together, squeeze there, but don't have your knees together and your feet wide, because that might feel eventually it compromises your knees, okay? So we want to have this really strong, sturdy, and balanced space. Take a deep inhale. Feel yourself grow tall through your spine. And as you exhale, forward fold over your legs. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back to a high plank. Take a deep breath here. Your next exhale, keep your elbows in, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or a chaturanga halfway to that push-up. Inhale, up dog or cobra, roll your shoulders back in space. Nice. And exhale, flip your toes and lift for downward facing dog. Awesome, y'all. Take a breath here. We'll do a spinal articulation. Lift your heels, lift your tailbone, and press up like you're trying to press up through your back and like a wave cresting on the ocean shore. You want to roll your body forward to a high plank as you inhale. And as you exhale, bend your knees, sit back towards your heels with your knees lifted. Find this kind of archy, open-hearted space and lift back to your downward facing dog. So you're trying to inhale, roll your body forward. And as you exhale, almost like your belly and your thighs are meeting, roll back to downward facing dog. One more time, big spinal undulation. Roll your body forward. And find your way all the way back to downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, your left leg lifts high. Square off your hips here, toes facing the earth. Flex your foot. Nice. Inhale here, and we'll open up our hips, pressing equally through your hands. Your left foot will bend towards your right glute. Lift your left knee towards the sky, and imagine that your hips are trying to stack on top of one another like a tree. So your right hip on the bottom, your left hip on the top, you're rolling open, but your chest is rolling down towards the earth. Nice. You can take some knee circles here if that feels good. You can straighten and bend your left leg. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten out back to three-legged dog. We'll take a cheetah pose, knee to nose, curl up underneath of you, nice and slow. Inhale, three-legged dog. We'll take a fallen triangle. Your left foot is going to thread underneath of your right side body. Your left hand strong into the earth. Inhale, your right arm reaches up, and then you can press your hips up towards the sky, almost like a side plank, but perhaps you roll open a little bit more and your chest is reaching open. Inhale here, and right hand finds the earth as you exhale. Unwind. Nice. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg lifts high. And step to the top of your mat, as many steps as it takes for a runner's lunge. Nice. Framing your foot, take a deep breath here. We'll begin to sort of pulse in our runner's lunge. You can come to the tiptoes of your right foot and then press your heel back. You can also begin to extend your left knee straight and then bend forward, keeping your upper body sort of low towards the earth, almost as if you want to kind of protect or hug over your left leg. Nice. Pause as you come forward, runner's lunge. We'll rise up, inhale, high crescent lunge. Open your arms like goalposts as you exhale, elbows come down 90 degrees in space. Inhale, reach your arms up high. And hands to heart center as you exhale, Anjali Mudra. Press your hands together. Feel really strong through your feet. Nice. Activate through your arms as you press firmly into your hands. Inhale here, and you'll twist your right elbow towards your left knee. Nice. Big breath here. Imagine pulling your left hip back in space and your right hip slightly forward. Awesome, y'all. This is a big balance pose, so no pressure if you feel unsteady, but imagine that squeeze of your inner thighs towards one another. Awesome. Open up your arms if you'd like to. Your left arm can go high towards the sky and your right arm towards the earth. Inhale here. And as you exhale, find your runner's lunge. Wind your chest back towards the earth. Nice. Big breath here. And your next exhale will step you back to a high plank, and you can lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Roll your shoulders back. Press through the tops of your feet, the tops of your thighs. And exhale, lift for downward facing dog. Shake it out here for a moment. Nice, y'all. Inhale, your right leg lifts. Flex your toes towards the earth and square off your hips. So that just means your hips are in that really steady plane. They're on the same plane. Okay? And that's our sacrum is flat Awesome. And your next exhale, you'll open up, bending your right heel towards your right glute. Lift your right knee towards the sky and press through your hands so that your chest is going back towards your thighs. Nice big breath here. You can roll your knee around in circles, kind of circling out your hip here. You can also bend and straighten your right leg. Really beautiful. Inhale, three-legged dog, straighten back out. And as you exhale, curl knee to nose, cheetah pose. Almost like you're plank, but you're really puffing up, knee and nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. And then curl underneath of you towards your left side, fallen triangle. Drop your right pinky toe edge of your foot. Nice. And then inhale, your left arm can reach up towards the sky. You can find almost like a side plank, or you can also roll open a little bit more. Nice. Chest towards the sky. Inhale here. And as you exhale, left hand towards the earth. Find a pause there with your right leg threaded underneath. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift high, and exhale, step your foot through as many times as you need to find your runner's lunge. We'll pause there, finding a little back and forth sensation through our lower body. So perhaps you're just going from your left toes to your left heel, stretching, or maybe you're finding length through your right hamstring. You're straightening and bending your leg there. Awesome. And slowly we'll pause, finding your runner's lunge. Your next inhale lifts you high to your high crescent lunge. Reach your fingers up. And as you exhale, draw your elbows down, open, shoulder blades go behind you together. Big heart opener. Inhale high with your arms. And exhale, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Nice. Activating through the back of our shoulders, activating through our triceps, our biceps, our wrists, our forearms. We're pressing our hands really strongly together. Nice. Big breath here. We'll find your twist, drawing your left elbow to your right knee. Pull in your belly, big breath here. Core is twisting open. And then find those big belly breaths. How does this feel in this compressed space? Nice. Imagine your inner thighs squeezing towards one another. Your left hip is pulling slightly forward and your right hip slightly back. You can open up your arms here, reaching your right fingers towards the sky and your left fingers towards the earth. Beautiful. If you do, imagine your right shoulder is pressing open. You don't have this closed sensation. You're really trying to pull your right shoulder blade down and back. Okay. Your next exhale will fold you over for your runner's lunge, framing your front foot once again. And inhale here. As you step back for high plank, exhale. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Elbows close into your body. Inhale, up dog or cobra, rolling your heart open. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, y'all. Big breath here. Slowly look towards the top of your mat, and you can inhale to step or walk all the way up to forward fold as you arrive, taking that big exhale to let your heart hang heavy, your head towards the earth. Nice. Super beautiful. Your next inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale, forward fold. We'll reach up like a reverse swan dive as you inhale. Press strongly into your hands. Reach all the way up. And we'll exhale into a chair. Sit low into this chair. Deep breath here. Let's go for a twist. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, that Anjali Mudra. Press firmly. Inhale. And then twist towards your left side. Your right elbow can come towards the center of your knees or towards the outside of your left leg. Nice, y'all. Take a look at your knees. Make sure that your right knee is in alignment with your left knee. Sit a little bit lower here. If you'd like to, you can open up your arms. Big breath here. Cool. Unwind, inhale, reach back to center. And exhale, twist to the opposite side. Drawing your left elbow to the center or towards your right knee. Nice. Roll your right shoulder down and back. And then imagine too, your left shoulder is also opening up. Okay? So both shoulder blades reaching back behind you to almost touch. Nice. Inhale, unwind, come back to center. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, reach up all the way as you inhale. And then find your Tadasana as you exhale, your mountain pose. Nice. We'll take a little yummy space for our spine. Your arms can just start to go side to side around your body. Let your fingertips feel really long and heavy away from your body as you just sway your upper body, twisting your spine around. Nice, y'all. Really beautiful here. We'll be here for about 10. Take some deep breaths. 9. Let yourself be really loose, letting your fingers flop around. 8. Noticing that space as your hands are sort of floating between the sides of your body for 7. And the space of your hands gently tapping your body. Maybe that feels really good for 6. Grounded in your feet, maybe noticing that sensation for 5. Or perhaps letting your feet be loosey-goosey just a little bit in your hips so that it's a less intense space for 4. Breathing, standing tall for 3. 2. Slowing down here, coming back to center. 1. Relaxing into your Tadasana. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears as you inhale. And then exhale, roll your shoulders down. Another time, inhale, roll your shoulders up. And exhale, roll your shoulders down. Nice. Inhale your arms like a T. And exhale, give yourself a hug here, dropping your chin towards your chest. You can sort of sway your upper body or find stillness. Notice your fingertips, giving yourself a big hug. Nice, y'all. Really beautiful. Give yourself an affirmation here. I love who I am. I am confident in myself. I am doing the best I can. I am so brave for showing up exactly as who I am in this world, and I love myself. Take a look at which arm is on top, consciously noting. As you inhale, open your arms like a T, and we'll pause there. Draw your shoulder blades open, little back bend as you exhale. Inhale, fingertips go long, 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 far away from you like your T. And as you exhale, consciously wrap into a hug, opposite arm on top. Nice. Feel your fingertips, giving yourself a big hug here. You can close your eyes or have them remaining soft. Perhaps you sway or find stillness. I am grounded in my body. I am safe in my body. I know how to take care of myself. I speak my truth. I create from a place of love. Notice the sensations in your body, the sensations in your feeling space, in your mind space. And your next inhale can open you back up to your T. You'll roll your shoulders down and back, coming back to your Tadasana. Let's go to a little balance challenge here. You can begin to shift your weight side to side, sort of swaying, or maybe taking some circles or figure eights with your body. Just anything that gives you that sensation of going from left foot to right foot. Nice. The next time that you find yourself situated over your right foot, you can pause there. Begin to inhale. Your left knee will lift up like a 90-degree angle right out from your hip. Nice. I'm going to call this one our stork pose. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, draw your left knee towards your right knee, your left heel towards your left glute. So you're just dropping your knee down in space here, and you're actively squeezing your heel towards your booty to feel like really intense in your hamstring. Nice. We'll go to a little dancer's space, taking your left hand to the top of your left foot. You can also hold on to your ankle if you prefer. This right here could be enough, right? Our quad stretch feeling really yummy as we press our left hip forward, our right hip forward. We're feeling this openness through the front of our left quad. Notice the micro movements in your right foot. If you'd like to go further, you can inhale, reach your right arm high. And as you exhale, kick strongly into your left foot. So it's a sensation that your left foot is going to be lifting up and away. Now, try to keep your torso upright. So it's a big back bending space. Okay, find your shoulders rolling back and open. And you don't have to go very far here. Okay, deep breath. Find your focus point, your twisty, and breathe. If you fall out of it, that's totally okay. You can come back to standing, or you can hop back into it. We'll be here for 2 more big breaths. Really press through your left foot, holding on, drawing your left shoulder blade back and open. And then slowly lowering down. You can shake it out, you can hop around, you can give a little shimmy shake. Nice, y'all. And we'll begin to shift our weight again, maybe going to those little circles or just swaying side to side. Feeling a sense of groundedness through both feet. And then pausing once you find your balance over your left foot. Okay. You'll inhale, your right knee lifts to that 90-degree kind of stork space. Beautiful. Take a breath here. Find your focus point. What am I single-pointedly going to focus on? Notice that thing. Not a moving thing. A thing that does not move. Take a deep breath here. Slowly begin to take your right knee towards your left knee and your right heel towards your right glute. Nice. You're really activated through your right hamstring. Press your left foot down into the earth. Feel strong here. Beautiful. You can take your right hand and hold on to the top of your right foot. Pressing both hips forward, getting a nice quad stretch, breathing here, and trying to keep your knees in alignment. Cool. If you'd like to go into a dancer space, you And inhale, your left arm is going to reach up high. And as you exhale, kick into your right hand with your right foot and begin to lift your right thigh a little bit more, trying to get that parallel or even higher. Doesn't have to be that high. Whatever feels good. Your right shoulder is opening up. Nice. Try to keep your torso lifted. Deep breath here. Notice the sensations in your left ankle, your left leg strongly keeping you lifted up here. Really beautiful, y'all. One more big breath. And then you can slowly begin to let your right leg float down towards the earth, shaking it out, kicking it out, wiggling around, maybe pressing your hips side to side, coming up onto your tiptoes, giving yourselves little stretches with the tops of your feet. Beautiful. Really beautiful. Come back to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Inhale here. Let your shoulders and your body relax as you exhale, feeling grounded into the earth. Nice. Lift your arms overhead as you inhale, reach up. Hands to heart center as you exhale, Anjali Mudra. Beautiful. You don't have to press so hard this time. Just to surrender a little bit through your elbows, relaxing down, your shoulders relaxing down. But press your thumbs back into your heart space. Can you notice your heart is beating? Perhaps giving yourself a sensation of love here, of mystical, magical experience. I feel my heart beating, or maybe you don't. My heart is beating. I am alive. This is life. What a gift to be alive. No matter what is going on in my life, in anyone else's life in the world, to be alive and to experience this is a mystery, a curiosity. Who knows why we're here? But perhaps we're here for love. You can give yourself that sensation of compassion, perhaps closing your eyes. What does compassion feel like or look like? Does it have a color or a texture or a sound? Can you call up a loved one's face or your own face or a stranger's face and send them compassion, joy, love, kindness? Nice. Slowly blink your eyes back open. Inhale, reach your arms up high towards the sky. And as you exhale, forward fold, bend your knees slightly, let your chest hang heavy. Nice. You can heel toe your feet towards the edges of your mat. And perhaps a block might feel good underneath of your sits bones for a malasana squat. It's a really low squat. If this feels really uncomfortable for your hips today, you can opt out of it. We won't be here long. We are headed towards our back. Okay? So if you'd like to meet us there on the ground, you totally can. But perhaps you lower your hips down towards the earth, and maybe you have prayer hands pressing your elbows towards your inner thighs, and you press your knees out in space. Nice. Take an inhale here. And drop your hands like downward facing dog arms way out in front of you. You're trying to find a big lengthening through your spine. Nice, y'all. Inhale here. Let yourself find another exhale. Your tailbone curls towards the earth, a big opening. Drop the crown of your head down. Chin can go towards your chest. Nice. Walk your hands back towards your body. Slowly begin to come down towards your sits bones. Knees can come together, and perhaps you roll one vertebrae at a time really slowly, or you just sort of flap onto your back, whatever feels all right for you. Nice. Curl your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug and rock side to side, massaging out your sacrum, your low back, the muscles around your spine. Cool. Inhale, draw your knees over your hips and your shins parallel with the earth. Nice. Take your arms like a T. Inhale here. And as you exhale, scoot your booty towards the right and drop your knees towards the left. Big breath. Try to relax your upper body and relax your lower body. Nothing you need to do here. Maybe you imagine your shoulders pressing down. That's okay if they don't. Okay. 3 big breaths here. Slowly, as you're ready, press down through your low back, squeeze your core, feel the activation there as you begin to lift your knees back over your hips. Settling into this space, hop your hips towards the left and inhale. And as you exhale, draw your knees over towards the right side. Relaxing down here. Settling into this deep twist for the next few moments. Awesome. Letting your body surrender. If you're holding anything here, any of your muscles, just let those relax. Take 2 more big breaths. And slowly activating through your core. You can roll back onto your sacrum, pressing down into the earth as you lift your knees back over your hips. Take your feet together and drop them to the earth like a book, opening up your knees wide. Little Supta Baddha Konasana. This is our bound, reclined bound angle. It's basically a butterfly laying down, little low back opening, sense of a back bend here. This can be pretty intense for your hips. So if this doesn't feel quite okay, you can stack some blocks up underneath of your knees. Let yourself rest heavy here. You can also find the opposite of this space, drawing your knees together and your feet wide on your mat. That might feel a little more comfy for your low back. Wherever you choose to be for the next few moments, just give yourself a few deep breaths here. Imagine tucking your chin slightly so that you find some length through the back of your neck, the back of your head, pressing down towards the earth. Nice. Relax your shoulder blades. Relax your arms. And slowly we'll bring our knees together if they weren't already. And press your feet firmly into the earth. We'll do 3 bridge poses. bringing your hands down by your heels. You can slowly press into your feet and lift your hips up, trying to create a little diagonal line. Perhaps you don't lift too high so that your rib cage doesn't splay open. It's more of a sensation here of your hips just lifting. And then as you exhale, you can lower down. Perhaps you float your arms up overhead this time. As you inhale, reaching your arms up like a rainbow, your hips lift. Back behind you with your arms, and as you exhale, lower everything back down towards the earth. One more time here, inhaling to lift up and exhaling to float down towards the earth. Nice. If there's any wiggles that you would like to do, maybe a happy baby, drawing your knees towards your armpits, or some split stretches, taking your legs up towards the sky and opening your legs wide like a straddle, or pulling one leg straight into your chest and then the other, you can do that. If you'd like to, you can come down to Shavasana. We'll give you just a few minutes to wiggle around here, and then we'll all meet in our Shavasana. I'll go through a little Yoga Nidra practice. That's a yogic sleep. I will give you a couple minutes in silence, and then I will guide you out. We'll finish our practice. If you are working on anything that is not your Shavasana right now, go ahead and balance yourself out. And we will slowly all make our way to almost like a starfish, open, wide space. Your palms can roll towards the sky and your shoulder blades down your back. Your heels can sort of sway so that your toes open and your ankles open. Your legs wider than your mat, relaxing through your hips. The sensation of being held by the earth, noticing the mat beneath of you, noticing the air around your body, the clothing on your skin. Notice any sounds that you can hear. Begin to notice your breath as it moves over your nostrils, down into your body. Watching the rise and the fall of your belly, lifting and lowering. Can you hear your heart, gentle and kind, Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Soften your eyes into your eye sockets. Notice the darkness of closed eyes. This infinite and beautiful space that connects us all. Each of us closes our eyes and arrives at this beautiful darkness. Relax your cheekbones and notice your mouth. Perhaps swallowing or licking your lips, or threading your tongue around your teeth, or relaxing your tongue, softening your jaw, and the sides of your neck. Notice the back of your head and relax the base of your skull, down the back of your neck. Relaxing your shoulders and your chest, your lower back, your belly. Relax your hips, your legs, your knees and your ankles and your feet. Your shoulders, your elbows and your wrists. Relax the left side of your body and the right side of your body. The front of your body and the back of your body. Relax your left shoulder and your right shoulder. Your left bicep and your right bicep. Your left tricep and your right tricep. Your left elbow crook and your right elbow crook. Relax your left forearm and your right forearm. Your left wrist and your right wrist. Your left thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. Your right thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. The back of your left hand, the back of your right hand, the palm of your left hand, and the palm of your right hand. Relax the left side of your belly and the right side of your belly. Your left hip and your right hip. Relax your left glutes and your right glutes. Relax your low back and your pelvic floor, your groin. Relax your left thigh and your right thigh, your left knee, and your right knee. Relax your left calf and your right calf, your left ankle and your right ankle. Relax your left heel, the side of your left foot, the left arch, the ball of the left foot. Relax your right heel, the side of your right foot, the ball of your right foot, and the arch of your right foot. Relax your left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and baby toe. Relax your right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and your right baby toe. Relax your face. Relax your torso. Relax your entire body. Letting your exhales melt you further into relaxation. Your exhales soften your body, feeling heavy and rooted, grounded and safe. And your inhales feel light and airy, full and voluptuous. Your exhales feel melty and soft and tender. Your inhales feel bright, new, alive. Just for the next few moments, taking some time in silence to surrender your body to this final resting pose. Slowly, you can come back to the sensations within your body. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. Send some wiggles as you curl your fingers in towards your palms and reach your toes long. Take a big stretch overhead as you inhale. And slowly curl your knees in and roll to one side, resting in a fetal position, using your arm as a pillow for your head. Letting a wave of gratitude wash over you. Visualizing a beautiful color surrounding you in warmth and ease, peace and joy. And slowly you can press yourself up to a gentle seat, bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra right at your heart, just like a prayer. Bowing your chin towards your chest in reverence of you. You beautiful, magical being. Thank you so much for sharing your time and devoting the past hour and 15 minutes to feeling grounded in your body. May you have the most beautiful day. The beautiful soul and light and magical, mysterious, curious darkness inside of me, this human inside of me, sees and loves and honors this beautiful soul, lightness, darkness, human, curious being inside of you. Namaste.